so smooth. Next play was sent in from QBZ. Creates the steal, and then whirlwinds the ball right past the defender to find the corner three. Not just basketball, this is like passing archery. Bullseye, great play. Your third option is Zimmerman in the right, standing along the baseline. Throws a pass fake, and then drops a low bounce around two players to the phenomenal finish. It's like he had eyes in the back of their heads. Great vision. Closing out with twisters in the rack. They receive a bounce hoop and pay it forward for a double lob. That's the kind of free-flowing basketball we love to see in Los Angeles. Choose your top play of the week right now. And if you'd like to be featured on 2K TV, send in your plays and your game.
I wish she was mine, and she said. I either miss, leg on defeat my kids, transform my heart.
The hashtag 2KTV. Wow. I've got to run. I'm going to practice some passing myself, and you know it's going to be flashy. See you later.
The weather outside might be chilly, but the second half of NBA 2K24 is red hot in Season 5. If you want to shine bright, then follow the example of Season 5's feature athlete Devin Booker of the Phoenix Suns. And just like Booker, now's the time to become one of the best in the world. Make your move to be one of the top repped players.
To help level up your Winner's Circle badge perks to progress your badges faster than ever when you're winning games. Winner's Circle also adds extra motivation to not lose those close games, because if you lose, those badges won't progress. Start unlocking those Winner's Circle badge perks at level 9.
There's also a whole series of new rewards waiting for you as you make your way to the top. My favorite is the Black on Black Jetpack at level 30. If you're looking to fly through the city and make your squad jealous, this is the way to do it.
If you prefer wheels, then check out the motorized Drift Trike at level.
Welcome, everyone, to Atlanta, the home of the Hawks, where we will be broadcasting today's action live. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Last outing for Atlanta unsuccessful. The loss to the Jazz. You know, guys, you hate to get embarrassed on your home court, but that's exactly what happened. It was a tough loss for them.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we overanalyze things. Can be better to just let it go.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. And stolen by Wembanyama. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Here's Jones. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Wembanyama down low. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp. And the latter half of the season, Greg, in your experience, did the games get easier or harder than it was earlier on?
Overall, I'd say it's harder later on. Physically, you're more banged up, and mentally, man, it's a long season, and that can wear on you as well.
Here's Capella. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
Great vision. Murray's such a complete player.
Vassell with it. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Back to Wembanyama. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Atlanta. 4-point game. Puts up a deep 3. Bogdanovich, no luck.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
And he just moves from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
And with Tim Duncan and David Robinson, Greg, the legendary Spurs big man of days gone by, does that, do you think, add pressure for Victor Wembanyama?
Maybe a bit, but he also has the resources of the same great organization behind him, and that's what'll help. I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Great awareness by Capella to recognize the breakdown defensively.
Here's Vassell. Rebound by the Hawks.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
Out left to the wing. Back to Jones. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
The speed and agility of Trey Jones is flat out impressive. And it needs to be, because that's how he gets the better of larger opponents.
Boy, Steve, Trey Jones is a great story of continuing to work at your game.
Yes, it is, Kevin. He's developing into a nice point guard who can run the show. The vision continues to get better, and points are coming in bunches. It's clear he's putting in the work.
Vassell wide open. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Good footwork by Bogdan Bogdanovic. Precise with his moves, and typically he beats the defenders.
Since moving to Atlanta in 1968, Greg, the Hawks have never been to the NBA Finals.
That is insane, Kevin. I mean, you think back to all the great players they've had, from Dominique Wilkins to now Trae Young. Hawks fans are hungry for a trip to the finals.
From super close range, Johnson is a springy athlete.
Three-pointer. Brennan pulls it in. Spurs leading by 9. Here's Wesley. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early. One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
And the Spurs with possession following the bucket by the Hawks.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Shoots. Branham, good.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Outside Matthews. Here's Buffkin. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Oh, my, I didn't know he had the crossover in his bag of tricks. Now I see it all. Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
It doesn't go for him.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So and if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for San Antonio.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
Wesley. Off target from three-point range. Here's Murray. Wembanyama with the rebound. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for San Antonio. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta. Here's Matthews. Here's Fernando. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Hey, Smitty, when we take a look at the center position, what stands out to you most in terms of what's changed about that position over time?
Well, the center position right now is like a guard position. Most of these guys can initiate offense, they can shoot the three, and they can get it off the glass and bring it up and create offense with the dribble. A solid three-point shooter, Johnson makes the defense pay for giving him light.
It's Vassell on the wing. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. The Hawks trailed by 11. Pass to Fernando. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Here's Murray. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Murray's got his third basket of the night.
A lot of teams bait Murray into taking this shot, and he obliges by knocking it down.
Outside for Wembanyama. No good from outside. And it's the Hawks ball. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That's game one of a 3-game road trip. In transition, here come the Spurs. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Victor Wembanyama is drawing admirers far and wide, including some who know their hoops, like LeBron James. LeBron says he's for sure a generational talent. Everybody's been a unicorn over the last few years, but he's more like an alien. Nobody has ever seen anyone as tall as he is, but as fluid and as graceful as he is out on the floor. Kevin?
Yeah, David, you and I agree. He is different.
You just can't afford to leave open shooters in this league. Everyone is practicing the three.
The shot's good.
Oh, how about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
And Smitty, here we have Atlanta consistently knocking on the door in a crowded Eastern Conference.
You know, Kevin, they have added talent. Unfortunately, so has the rest of the conference. But Atlanta's still young, and they have room to grow.
Team first.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Goes up on the wing. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
And the shot goes in. Johnson's got his second bucket tonight.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Back to Jones. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. And the Spurs lead by 10. Pass to Bufkin. Lets the three fly. The rebound by Champagnie. San Antonio with the ball. They double team Wembanyama. And the foul called on Bruno Fernando. That's his first foul. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Now Vassell, he has 6. There's the pick. 5 on the clock. Here's Zohan. Kicks it out to Collins. Back to Vassell. Spurs passing it around. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
I like whenever Zohan looks to attack inside. It forces the defense sometimes to compromise.
The Spurs shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And he sinks the second. Hey, Steve, when Zohan has the ball, he is pedal to the metal, isn't he? Full throttle. All gas and no brake.
Kevin, he's a one-track mind with the ball in his hands. Get to the bucket is his mindset, and he's just as aggressive on the defensive side. Well, he was in rhythm, hitting 2 threes in the opening quarter, but hasn't made one since.
They get it back, and it's Capella missing. Spurs leading by 11, and a fast break now for the Spurs. Vassell, no good.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Jones. Rebounded by the Hawks. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. There's 25 seconds left in the first half. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
So it's the Spurs now. Pass to Vassell. With 2 seconds left. No good there.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's face and then go and corral that backboard.
And so it's San Antonio holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. They lead by 11. When you think about the Spurs, Greg, it's hard to believe how long Greg Popovich has been at the helm, isn't it?
And it's hard to imagine another team will have the stability at head coach that the Spurs have had. Not too many coaches last decades anymore. And when you look at a player like Devin Vassell, his massive reach really stands out.
GA, a young man with a near 7-foot wingspan. To combine that with his quickness, Vassell has potential to be a really remarkable defender. Devin Vassell's length and versatility stands out. He's a promising wing with a high ceiling.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
You know, here we are, Greg, looking at Victor Wembanyama. I mean, can he get any taller? Wow.
Well, he's already 7'4", Kevin. But yes, what's amazing is that I still think he's grown, which is scary for the rest of the league.
Hawks making a switch here. The Hawks trailed by 11. Outside Matthews. Takes it inside. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shot just don't go down.
Pass to Bay. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And we know Saddiq Bey as a reliable player on offense, but at times, Smitty, he's exceeded that.
Oh, yeah, Saddiq Bey can have a big night when his confidence is really flowing, and he's not shying away from big shots. Teams really want guys like Saddiq Bey, guys with the combination of length and three-point shooting.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Champagnie. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Champagnie's got the lead up to 12 now for the Spurs. For 3, Hunter. San Antonio with the rebound.
Ugly start to this half, hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
And Murray, here we go. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And a guy who fills up the stat sheet across the board, Steve, DeJounte Murray.
His length and athleticism shows up at both ends, Kevin. A good rebounder for a guard. And beyond the numbers, he comes up with some clutch plays.
Wembanyama. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Capella with the bucket.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Outside for Wembanyama. That doesn't go either for Wembanyama.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Hunter no good. Spurs leading by 9. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Spurs making a change here. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Back to Vassell. Five to shoot. Fires it up. That one a little long.
He really can't buy a bucket, but his teammates have his back.
Here's Buffkin. Drops in the layup for 2. Buffkin's got 7.
Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Now, of course, these young Spurs are coached by one of the all-time great coaches in Greg Popovich. Keldon Johnson says of Pop, he's around here smiling and excited each and every day. To have him along with us is big. And Popovich gives them confidence. Devin Vassell said, as long as we play together and we play the right way, we'll have a chance to win every game. Kevin?
And having you-know-who helps too, right? Wembanyama makes things happen. David, thanks. And now, the first timeout called here for the Spurs. Spurs making a switch here. San Antonio leading by 7. Here's Jones. And Capella sends it back.
What a block by Clint Capella, flying in with those long arms for the no.
Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Deep two from Murray. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here's Jones, and it's blocked. Now here's Murray. 9 points in the game so far. For three, make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Sometimes it's all about patience. His first three of the game, something to build on.
Johnson for three. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket, but he'll go to the line to shoot three.
You know, when Keldon is given the opportunity, he puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
The Spurs making a switch here. And he makes all three. And it's Bay with the ball for the Hawks. They trail by 7. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. No good on the triple. Here's Wembanyama. And he banks in the layup. Wembanyama's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Here's Bay. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. San Antonio leading by 9. The drive by Wembanyama. Makes it off the glass.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far. Being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Johnson. Collins with some nice D.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
And here's Bogdanovich for three. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
The Hawks trailed by 13. Bogdanovich with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. The Hawks again can't hit.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. San Antonio calls timeout. And now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
Thanks, David. Johnson attacking. The rebound by the Spurs. Pass to Wembanyama. Lets it go with the 3. It's hauled in by DeJounte Murray.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back. He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there. A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
Wembanyama, that's for 2. And it's San Antonio with another.
Coming into the league, scouts saw Vassell as a 3-and-D guy, but he's a good playmaker also.
They double-team Wembanyama. Pass to Champagny. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. And the Spurs lead by 20.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game. The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. And stolen by Murray. Johnson with it. Jones covering. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for San Antonio.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Victor Wembanyama.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Here's Bay. Good, nice job down low.
Fantastic work inside from Bay, showing how effective he can be from this area.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
And once the team to beat in the West, Greg, San Antonio is trying to get back to that level.
Well, they have a great organization, top to bottom. They're smart and battle-tested. I believe these guys will find a way.
The former second-round draft pick, Devontae Graham, now a key contributor who can really fill it up.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
Yeah, they sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Third personal. Team's 4th.
No good on the free throw.
For San Antonio. Devontae Graham.
Good on the second free throw. 16 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. The kick out to Matthews. And again, it's Atlanta.
Nothing went right on that offensive possession except the result.
In the corner, Collins with it. And the 3 off target. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up.
난 포기 조심해 널 1300 움직여도 wanna be 싫어해